Welcome. Today we're going to continue area of a circle. So here we need to find the area of a circle and round to the nearest tenth. And here we have a problem because they're giving us the circle and they're telling us D, which stands for the diameter, is 15 inches. But we need to use the formula. And when we look for the formula for the area of a circle, we see it says R. Pi is just a number, and we have that symbol to represent it because it goes on and on forever. So for that we use the calculator. This is pi. And then we have R. Oh no, we didn't get R in this problem. So what do we do? First we need to find what R is equal to. And some students don't know how to find R, the radius, from the diameter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to go over how to do that, and then we're going to come back to this problem. Please remember, if you would like to check out my worksheets, unique math worksheets with visuals, give your students the math supports they need, please click on the links, Amazon, Teacher Pay Teacher, follow me on Pinterest, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Please remember, when you go to check out the worksheets, you can check out all the previews to see what it involves and what it entails and what you're getting. And these are great resources for students who are struggling, visual learners, special education students, and any student who would like to improve in their math skills. And you can use these after the mini lesson, after the guided practice, or even for the guided practice as well, and the students can practice on their own after. So let's jump right in. And here we have a visual where we are given we see the relationship between the diameter and the radius. So the diameter is the entire line across. I'm going to show you here in yellow. This entire yellow line is the diameter. And the radius is half the diameter. So I'm going to draw it in yellow. So this is a radius from here to here. And then the other side, from the center to the end, is the other radius, and there are infinite many radii. So we see here the relationship: the diameter is twice the radius, or the radius is half the diameter. So if I know the diameter, I need to find the radius. So for a problem like finding area, so let's say D is 10, the diameter is 10, so I can find the radius, the R, by doing 10 divided by 2, which is 5. The radius is 5. You can also use this visual here to help you. Of course, 10, most of you can be like, yeah, of course, 10 divided by 2 is 5. I don't need it. I can do that in my head. But I started with an easy number so you can understand the relationship, and it's not always going to be simple numbers. You're going to have fractions and decimals as well. So here the radius is 5, and this is 5, and that makes sense because 5 plus 5, when you add it up, you get 10. So let's see another example with a number that is not going to just be a whole number. And here's an example with 6.4. And here we have, let me change it back to yellow. So here we have D, diameter, and we need to find the radius. Oh, it didn't change back. So what we need to do is we just take the diameter and we divide it by 2, because the radius is half the diameter. So it doesn't matter if it's not a whole number, we just do the same thing. And if you don't know how to take this decimal and divide it by 2, you can just use the calculator. I'm just going to show you here, and we get 3.2. So the radius is 3.2. We're going to write it here. Now, this makes sense because if we look at a visual, and let me erase what is over there, we can see that if each radius here is 3.2, if we add up 3.2 and 3.2, they add up to 6.4, and the entire line is going to be 6.4. So the whole thing together is 6.4. So let's do the same thing in the next example that we were originally doing, this word problem here. I'm sorry, it's not a word problem. So it says find the area of a circle, and we are going to take this diameter, and before we find the area of the circle, we need to find the radius. That's step 1. Find the radius, the R, from knowing the diameter. So what we're going to do is, we looked at the relationship just before. We know that half of the diameter is the radius, so we're going to take the 15 and divide it by 2. And you can put it into the calculator, but I already showed you how to do that, so it is 7.5. 15 divided by 2 is 7.5. That means that the radius, this is our R radius. So this is the radius. And now, are we done? No, now we need to find the area. So we are going to use what we found in the radius, which is the radius 7.5 inches, to find the area. So we're going to use our formula, and this formula means to multiply pi times r squared. This is r squared. R squared is r times r, not 2 times r. I went over this in my previous video. And if you want to understand why it means times, I went over that also in previous videos. So what we're going to do is we're going to replace all of these with things that we know, the values we know, and then if we don't know something, we use a variable. So a, area, it says find the area. We don't know, we put a variable. Pi, we just write pi because that's going to be a button we're going to push on the calculator, a number that the calculator knows what it is. And then r squared means r, radius, times radius, and we know r is 7.5. We figured it out above. So 7.5, and I didn't really give myself much room here, so let me fix that. So all we need to do is replace the variables that we do know with a number that is equal to, and we know that r is equal to 7.5 here, and then we just need to do what the formula tells us to do, and it says here, a, to find the area that we need to find is pi times 7.5 times 7.5. So we are just going to put that into the calculator. I'm going to clear, and I'm going to push pi. Let me circle, so pi is here, and then we're going to push times 7.5 times 7.5. I see a lot of students multiply by 2. We're not multiplying by 2. R squared means r times r. So now what we need to do is we need to round to the nearest tenth. Always go back to the question, see if you need to find something else or do another step. It says round to the nearest tenth. So what we have here is 176 point, the place value after the decimal point, this one here is the tenth. So our answer is going to be 176.7 or 176.8. The question is, how do we know if it's going to be 0.7 or 0.8? And what we do is we look for the digit after the tenths place, which is the 1 here. So I'm going to write this in big here so you can see it. This says 176.7, the tenths place, which is here, will be in our answer, and then the next digit is 1, and we don't care about the rest of them. We're not putting the 1 in our answer, that's not the tenths place, but this 1 will tell us something very important. It will tell us whether to keep this a 0.7 or to change it to 0.8. So here I have a 1, and I'm going to say 5 or more up the score. Is this 5 or more? No, 1 is not more than 5 and is not equal to 5. So we do not up the score, we keep it 176.7, 176 and 7/10. So this is going to be our answer, and I'm just going to write it here. And square inches, area is in square units. So I hope this video was helpful for you, and if you would like to see more videos on different math topics, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Follow me on Pinterest, and please click on the links. Amazon Teacher Pay Teachers, you will not regret it. Math worksheets with visuals give your students the math supports they need to feel confident in the math and improve in their math skills. This is great to use after the mini lesson and the guided practice, or you can use it for the guided practice as well. Please, I have included links to my other videos. Please check them out. Thank you.